Hello, third grade, and welcome to our math skill for today. We're going to continue looking at quadrilaterals and memorizing the family tree. Please follow along with me as we label the different parts of quadrilaterals. First, on the side, we're going to make some of our symbols. Remember that on a line, if you see these arrows, that means that those two lines are parallel. They will never cross. On a shape, if you see straight lines, that means that those two lines are the same length. If the other sides are different lengths, but are the same to each other, they will have two lines. And finally, if you see a square in a corner, that means that it is a right angle. It is a right angle. So we're going to add those onto our shapes today. But to start off, we have a quadrilateral. All a quadrilateral needs to have is 4 sides. Any shape that has 4 sides is a quadrilateral. Go ahead, type in quadrilateral. Now, quadrilaterals are broken into 2 sections. We are going to cross off this one and move on to the bottom one, which is a trapezoid. A trapezoid has one pair of parallel lines. So this top line and this bottom line, if they continued on forever and ever and ever, they would never cross. But if the other 2 lines continued on forever and ever and ever, they would cross, they would intersect. They would intersect. So it only has one pair means 2 lines, of parallel lines. Go ahead and draw your arrows. Another type of quadrilateral has 2 pairs of parallel lines. One, those are parallel to each other, and we'll draw 2 arrows on these ones to show that it's a different line. This means that this line and this line are parallel to each other, and this line and this line are parallel to each other. This is called a parallelogram. I have to write it out. Parallelogram. So the difference between going this way and this way is a trapezoid has 1 pair of parallel lines, and a parallelogram has 2 pairs of parallel lines. Now going down from a parallelogram, these 2 shapes also have 2 pairs of parallel lines. But now we're looking closer at the sides and the angles. A rectangle has 4 right angles. And we already know it has 2 pairs of parallel lines because it's a type of parallelogram. But it also has two pairs of equal sides. That means that this length and this length are the same, and this length and this length are the same. A rectangle has right angles, rectangle, right angles. So the difference between a rectangle and a rhombus is a rhombus does not have right angles, but it does have four sides that are all the same length. It is also a parallelogram, two pairs of parallel lines. And that is a rhombus. So all sides are the same length, but no right angles. Only acute and obtuse angles. And finally, if you combine a rectangle and a rhombus together with the right angles, and all equal sides, I'm going to make those a different color. You get a square. So as we continue looking at quadrilaterals, think about how all of these are connected. Parallelograms, rectangle, rhombus, square, and trapezoids. Once you are finished writing all of this out, you can move on to the next activity for today.